Degree of accuracy of computer is very high, and every calculation is performed with the same accuracy. The accuracy level is determined on the basis of design of computer. The errors in computer are due to human and inaccurate data. Diligence. A computer is free from tiredness, lack of concentration, fatigue, etc. It can work for hours without creating any error. If millions of calculations are to be performed, a computer will perform every calculation with the same accuracy. Due to the capability, it overpower human being in a routine type of work. Okay. So that is diligence. Diligence means what? So it can work for long hours without getting any tired, whereas human can will get tired when we compare a human with a computer system. So human will not computer will not get tired, and lack of concentration will not be there. So okay, so lack of concentration, fatigue, these all excuses are not there by computer. It can work for hours without creating any error. If millions of calculations are to be performed, a computer will perform every calculation with the same accuracy. Due to this capability, it overpowers human being in routine type of work. Next, versatility. Versatility means the capacity. It means the capacity to perform completely different type of work. You may use your computer to prepare payroll slips. Next moment, you may use it for inventory management or to prepare a electric bills. Okay, so versatility means what? It can perform different types of work, not single work. Okay, computer can do the same work for repeated number of times. No, it's not like that. It can do different types of works like preparing payroll slips. Next one, you can use it to for inventory management to prepare electric bills. Okay, different types of works. You can listen to songs, you can type text, you can browse, all these things you can do. So it's an versatility means it can perform different types of works. Power of remembering. Computer has the power of storing any information, any amount of information or data. Okay, so any information can be stored and recalled as long as you require. If for any number of years, it depends entirely upon how much data you want to store in the computer. uh, Okay, or lose or retrieve this data. Okay, so power of remembering is computer has the power of storing any amount of information of data. So it can store any type of information. It's not like that it will store only one particular type of information. It can store any type of information. So it can be stored and recalled as long as you require it. So we can store it for permanently, and whenever required, you can use it. So and it will be there for so many number of years also. It depends entirely upon how much data you want to store in a computer and when to lose or retrieve this data. Okay, so it depends completely on how much time you want to store the data. No IQ. Computer is a dumb machine and it cannot do any work without instructions from the user. So sixth point is no IQ. Exactly, the computer doesn't have any IQ. Means it doesn't think itself. It doesn't act itself. Okay. It has to be given instructions has to be given by a human. So if instructions has to be given by human, then only it can perform. It performs the instructions at tremendous speed and with accuracy. If you to decide what you want to do and in what sequence, so a computer cannot take its own decisions as you can. So the computer cannot take its decisions as itself. So every instructions has to be given by user. Okay, so computer is a no IQ means it doesn't think itself. No feeling. It does not have feelings or emotion, taste, knowledge, and experience. Thus, it does not get tired even after long hours of work. It does not distinguish between users. So, it does not have any feelings or emotions, taste, knowledge, and experience. Thus, it does not get tired even after long hours of work. And it does not distinguish between users also. So, there is no feelings like emotions, taste, knowledge, and experience. All these things are not there for a computer system. Okay, it can work for hours without any disturbance. Okay, it can work for long hours, and it does not distinguish between users. Storage. The computer has an inbuilt memory where it can store a large amount of data. You can also store data in secondary storage device such as floppies, which can be kept outside your computer and can be carried to the other computers. So storage is like you can store any data permanently, and also if you want to carry a data from one computer system to another computer system, you can do it using a pen drive. So these are all the different types of storage devices also. These all things together is called as a characteristics of computer. So this is also one of the important question in exam. Please briefly explain the characteristics of computer. Next, briefly explain about the history or evaluation of computer. So while coming to history of computer, the first counting device was used by the primitive people. Okay, so this computer system was okay. It's not like it has generated it has find out in these centuries. It was long before. They used sticks and stones and bones for counting tools. As human mind and technology improved with time, more computing devices were developed. Some of popular computing devices, starting with the first to recent ones, are described below. Okay, so before inventing this computer, so these are all the different types of devices which are used for counting purposes. So first is abacus. Okay, so what is this abacus, and we'll see. Okay. Okay, so right, abacus. The history of computer begins with the birth of abacus, which is believed to be the first computer. It is said that Chinese invented abacus around 4,000 years ago. So who invented this abacus means Chinese has invented this abacus 4,000 years ago. So what is this abacus? It was a wooden rack which has the metal rods with beads mounted on them. So it was a wooden rack and which has a metal rods with beads mounted on them. The beads were moved by the abacus operator according to some rules to perform arithmetic calculations. Okay, so there were some rules to perform arithmetic calculations. Abacus is still used in some countries like China, Russia, and Japan. An image of this tool is shown below. Okay, so I will show the image of this. Just give me a second. Abacus. So see, we can see the abacus here, right? So then, yes. Mm. So I hope you can see. So this is abacus. Okay. So these planks are made with a stick, and these beads are okay made up of some plastic or iron. Before it was made with iron. Okay. So this was used for counting. Okay, one, two, like this. Okay. If there are two bits, it is counted as two. One, if there is one, then it is counted one. If it is two, two, it has counted. So like this. Okay. So this is the abacus, right? So that's the image of abacus. Next, Napier's bone. Second one is Napier. It is manually operated calculating device which was invented by John Napier in 1550 to 1670. Okay, of Merchiston. In this calculating tool, he used 9 different ivory strips or bones marked with numbers to multiply and divide. So the tool became known as Napier's bones. It was also the first machine to use a decimal point. So Napier's bones was the first calculating device which uses decimal point also. So this Napier's bone is made up of bones. Okay, actually ivory strips or bones marked with numbers to multiply and divide. Okay, there was some numbers to multiply and divide. Okay, so I will show you one also. Napier spoons. So I'll see Napier spoons. Picture of Napier spoons. So this one you can see. So this is the Napier spoon. So you can see all the numbers are written on it. Different numbers are written on it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So these are all the different types of numbers. It was used for multiplication purposes. This was used for multiplication purpose. And this was the first machine. Okay, we can say this is the first counting machine which uses uh, this was the first machine which uses a decimal points also. So this one also a kind of calculating machine. See, so okay. So next is Pascaline. Next we got is Pascaline. First is abacus, second Napier's spoons, third one is Pascaline. So Pascaline is also known as arithmetic machine. Pascaline is Pascaline is also an arithmetic machine or adding machine. It was invented between 1642 and 1644 by French mathematician philosopher Blaise Pascal. Okay, he is known as Blaise Pascal. Okay, BLA. Sorry, Blaise Pascal. So it is believed that it was the first mechanical and automatic calculator. So it was a wooden box with series of gears. It is a wooden box with series of gears and wheels. When a wheel is rotated, one revolution, it rotates the neighboring wheel. A series of windows is given on top of the wheels to read the totals. Okay, third one is Pascaline. So it is an arithmetic machine or adding machine. It was invented between 1642 to 1644. So in 1642 to 1644 century, this Pascaline was invented. So who invented this Pascaline? By Blaise Pascal. His name is Blaise Pascal. The scientist name is Blaise Pascal. It is believed that it was the first mechanical and automatic calculator. Blaise Pascal is the first automatic calculator. Mechanical and automatic calculator. It was wooden box with a series of gears and wheels. So in this wooden box, there will be so many gears as well as wheels also. When a wheel is rotated one revolution, it rotates the neighboring wheel also. A series of windows is given on top of the wheels to read the totals. Okay, so so this is also one of the Blaise Pascal's Blaise Pascal has invented this Pascaline. It is an arithmetic machine. Whereas Napier's bone, it used to perform only addition. It is used for multiplication also, but this Pascaline is used for arithmetic operations, all the arithmetic operations. Mechanical. This is the first mechanical device. share the image. Just this one. I hope you all can see. So which is having gears as well. So when you rotate it, it is going to provide the answer for that. Blaise Pascal has invented this Pascaline. So Pascaline is also a kind of counting device. So using this counting device, okay, different types of mathematical operations can be done on it. So it has both wheels and gears also. Okay. So it is an arithmetic machine or adding machine. It is an arithmetic and adding machine. It was invented between 1642 to 1644. So it has invented in between 1642 to 44 by French mathematician philosopher. He is a French mathematician philosopher. So when a wheel is rotated one revolution, it rotates a neighboring wheel also. A series of windows is given on top of the wheels to read the totals. So you have seen a series of windows is given on top of the wheels to read the totals. Next is Leibniz wheel. Leibniz wheel. Okay, so we'll see this one also. It was developed by German mathematician philosopher Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz in 1673 century. He improved Pascal's invention to develop this machine. So whatever Pascal has invented, he developed this machine. So it was digital mechanical calculator, which was called the stepped reckoner, as instead of gears, it was made of fluted drums. Okay, instead of gears, it was made of fluted drums. So it was a digital mechanical calculator. Leibniz wheel is made up of calculator. Okay, so we'll see that one also. The clarity is needed for this picture. So this is Leibniz calculator. So in this Leibniz calculator, there will be no gears, but instead of that, there will be some wheel. Okay, so if you rotate, we will get an answer for that. Okay, this mechanical will surround, and whatever addition you are going to select, it is going to perform that one. It will give a result for that. This is Leibniz calculator. So beautiful. Okay, next is difference engine. In early 1820s, it was designed by Charles Babbage, who is known as father of modern computer. It was a mechanical computer which could perform simple calculations. So it was a steam driven calculating machine designed to solve tables of numbers like logarithm tables. So difference engine. So this difference engine analytical engine was developed by Charles Babbage. The calculator machine was developed by Charles Babbage in 1830. It was mechanical computer that was punched cards as input. It was capable of solving any mathematical problem and storing information as permanent memory. So this difference engine and engine yesterday we have seen that one. Next is tabulating machine. It was invented in 1890 by Herman Hollerith, an American statistician. It was mechanical tabulator based on punched cards. It could tabulate statistics and record or sort data or information. This machine was used in 1890 US census. Hollerith also also started the Hollerith Tabulating Machine Company, which later became International Business Machine (IBM) in 1924. Okay, so this Haldrith himself has started this company, machine company, and later on it becomes a IBM, International Business Machines, in 1924. Okay, so tabulating machine. It was called as a tabulating machine. So we'll see the image of this tabulating machine. Tabulating machine, right? Tabulating machine. Tabulating machine. So this one is a tabulating machine. Okay, so it can show all the statistical data. Okay, so this was the first mission which was used to find the US census. Okay, US census in the US population, to find out the US population, this was used. Average of, okay, it is going to provide all the statistical operations. So differential analyzer, it was the first electronic computer introduced in the United States in 1930. It was an analog device invented by Bush. This machine has vacuum tubes to switch electrical signals to perform calculations. It could do 25 calculations in few minutes. Okay, it can perform only 25 calculation within few minutes. Differential analyzer. Okay, we'll see that one also. Differential analyzer. You can see image. Okay, this is differential analyzer. You can see one more image of it. Bush differential analyzer, which uses vacuum tubes. This one is called differential analyzer. Okay, I hope you all can see this machine. Next, later on, we all got ENIAC, ADAC. These all different types of things was generated in different generations. Okay, so now we are having a personal computers. So UNIVAC was the first commercial computer made in United States. It was designed principally by J. Presper Scott and John Kelly, the inventors of ENIAC. It was developed in the year 1951. So Manchester Mark I was one of the earliest electronic computers and the first electronic stored program computer built at the University of Manchester in England. Okay, so in 1948, it was also called as it was also called Manchester Automatic Digital Machine. Okay, so Manchester Mark One was one of the earliest electronic computer. Okay, Manchester Mark One. You'll see Manchester Mark One. So this is the first. So this is the first type of computer. This is the first computer. So today computer is on desktop. So on Mark One was like this much big, a size of a room. Okay, so this was the computer actually, which is used to store data. Okay, next you got UNIVAC one. UNIVAC one. After Manchester Mark One, you got UNIVAC one. So this is UNIVAC one. So this is a kind of a computer. Okay, UNIVAC one. You can see. So these are the different generations of computers which was invented from US. Okay, so go through this topic. So we'll end our class here.